Welcome, listeners. This is Brian Kaiser, the face of Growth Coaching Systems Network, and I welcome you to the GCS Network podcast. I want to send a special shout out to my friends at Living the Dream magazine, where today's podcast can actually be found in written form, the 7 steps to wicked results at www.livingthedreammagazine.com. So, in my coaching business, the GCS Network, the Growth Coaching Systems Network, I'm often asked by many people that I run into, Brian, what's the secret to getting results? How do you make connections? How do you grow your community? How do you reach out to people and they're attracted to what you're doing and attracted to you and your message? And so I put this together so that everyone could get wicked results. And in order to get wicked results, you have to have a little background. So in your business, think about it for a second. What is the top, and I mean the absolute number one thing that, any business cannot do without? And you have to think for a minute, why is this the single item, the one and only thing that is proven in every business to drive off the chart wicked results? And I think you know what that is. Do you figure it out? Relationships. You can call them customers, you can call them clients, you can call them bill payers, you can call them basically whatever you want. But at the end of the day, what you're developing and what you've created and what you've started is a type of relationship. How far it goes and how far it grows is up to you. So you can call those people just clients, and you can do a one-shot deal where you sell them one thing and you never talk to them again. But in the end, what you're trying to get is a long-term customer that will come back to you and buy over and over and over again, and also become a referral partner for you. So in order to do this, you have to do a little bit of work. So here's how you do that, and here's how you create a lot of relationships. The first thing, and there's 7 steps to this, so we're going to go through them one at a time. The first thing is have an authentic but powerful message. Authentic and powerful message, one that cuts out all the crap and the hype and just allows people to know who you are and who you serve, so they can determine if it's worth it for them to take time to look at your offer, to even listen to your message, to even read or hear or visualize whatever you're putting your message out on, whatever medium you're putting your message out on. The second thing is that offer. I mentioned it in the message part. A powerful, authentic message, it has to have an offer. What offer are you making? What problem are you solving with a product or service that is going to solve something in their life that they have to have it. They have to have it now, and they want to connect with you now by hearing your message. And be real. Make them an offer that's based on your product or service solving or eliminating a problem. And please make an offer that's about them. Don't get stuck on me. It helped me. It did me. I was this. I was that. Get on there and find out what a problem is that's worth solving for them, and make them an offer in that authentic and powerful message that makes sense and makes them want to build a relationship with you. The next thing is visibility. You have to be visible. You have to be perceived as being everywhere. If you follow me closely on any of the social media channels, you will see that I am everywhere. I have 6 different Twitter feeds, Facebook pages, fan pages, LinkedIn pages. The list goes on and on of how I'm putting content out there and trying to help and serve other people to do exactly what I'm doing here. Get wicked results and grow their business, grow their community, grow their network. So be everywhere. Be everywhere your primary audience would be. You have to think, if you're going to put a message out on Google Plus, for instance, is that really where your target audience hangs out? Is that where they get their information from? Is that where they spend a lot of time? It might not be worth it to go to that social media route. So spend some time on your visibility, but you have to be perceived as being everywhere. And you'll be able to narrow that down pretty quickly, especially as you study your audience and get down to messaging to that one person. You'll really hone in on, where do I need to be visible? Where do I need to be seen? Everywhere. So the fourth part of the 7 steps to wicked results is, once they decide to take you for a test drive, after they've bought your easy, simple first offer and they're starting to engage with you and they're taking you on that test drive, relax and provide them with unimaginable value in the offer they took you up on. Even if it was a free offer, even if it's a free offer, give them value, 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 value. And then when you're finished giving them value, give them some more value so that they leave with their head spinning and feeling that they're on top of the world and they made a connection that was really worth their time, really worth the effort of getting to know you and spending, even if it was the amount of time to type in their name and their email, they got incredible value just by doing that. Of course, if they paid, then make sure that the over-the-top value goes far beyond the price tag that you put on that first easy-to-get-to offer. So moving on to number 5 in the 7 steps is, be strategic. I mean, come on, even if your product or services are better than air, go ahead and admit it now and get over it. Not everyone wants better than air. Some people would just like air. In a relationship, they have to have and find value in you. Products, services, there's probably someone in the market or someone on Google that they can very easily type in the name of that product and find that product or service elsewhere. So when you're being strategic in positioning yourself and in positioning your products and services, and you're intentional with the way that you're making your offer and being visible, you're going to want to really focus in on not making your product and service more than it is, making it what it is, and focus on solving a problem that's worth solving for them. The 6th on our list of 7 steps is, keep researching and learning. Don't stop researching and learning. I daily read from Brendon Burchard. I read a lot of posts from some of my friends, Mike Calderwood, some posts from Tony Gambone, some things from Michelle Sissom, some posts from Dennis Magoo, some things from Matthew Pollard, who's just he's tearing it up in the podcast world. He just I think he's number 6 or number 5 on iTunes now, and big congrats to him. But I listen to these guys. I listen to their message. I listen to what they're putting out, and I keep learning. I keep researching. I keep learning. I keep growing, because that allows you to give that relationship more value. That allows you to solve more problems. And let's face it, there is no relationship if you can't solve a problem and you can't help somebody. If it's just a take relationship, even if your first initial offer just blew them away, if that was all you have because you haven't spent the time to develop yourself and develop your products and develop your services and develop your brand so that you have more depth, then you're going to be stuck and you're going to be wanting more, but yet you're limited, and you put the cap on yourself because you didn't spend the time, you didn't invest the money, you didn't do what was needed so that you could keep growing, keep learning, keep researching, keep finding new ways that your products, your services, and basically you can help this audience and these people that are now your clients, customers, friends, referral partners. You want to be always on the cutting edge of giving them value. Always have something that you're learning and growing and developing, because that'll cause them to learn and grow too, and the relationship will flourish, and it will be awesome. You'll love it. The 7th and the final thing, and this is the biggest one to me and probably the most powerful point to building these relationships, is you have to serve boldly with gratitude. You have to serve boldly with gratitude. You have to be convicted with what you believe in, what your products and services do, the problems they solve, give the value, and be thankful, be grateful to every customer and every blessing that you have. You have to be able to be authentic and down to earth. Even if you're a multimillionaire, you still have to be grateful for each and every customer that comes into your door. Each person's a new relationship, a new day, a new opportunity to help someone achieve and grow, and possibly even have your help and benefit getting to where they want to be in life. And you can't do that unless you're really serving boldly with gratitude. And when you do that, you have to serve others fearlessly. You have to be confident in yourself, be confident in your research, your growing, your learning, and get your message as authentic and clear as you can, so that there's just value everywhere that comes from you. So here's the excuses. I get the excuses. I understand the excuses. I don't believe the excuses. And as a former athletic coach for 28 years, I've probably heard every excuse that you could make up. But the most common one in business is, I don't have the tools to start building these relationships or providing my audience with value. I don't have the technology. I don't have the tools. I don't have what's needed. And I'm going to have to I'm going to have to call it what it is a lie. It's just a bold-faced lie. Most people have a smartphone or an iPhone. Most people have some type of a computer, and I'm positive that there's a Starbucks near you and they have free Wi-Fi. You have everything you need. You just have to have the courage to step out there and get it done. Get it done. Make the challenge, accept the challenge. Get out there and have the courage to overcome this silly objection of, I don't have the tools necessary to start building these relationships. You really have to end these stupid, silly little excuses and go ahead and live up to number 7. Serve boldly with gratitude. You have to be bold. You have to start telling your story, letting the world see who you are, be authentic, have an offer that makes sense, provide extreme value, make sure you're visible everywhere, keep researching and learning, and serve boldly. Serve fearlessly. Don't let anyone stand in your way of obtaining your dream. Now, started this podcast off and I told you that I get approached a lot with people that want results. Those are 7 steps. I don't think they're that hard. I don't think they're anything that anyone doesn't know. But if you can follow these 7 steps, which is pretty simple: authentic, powerful message, make an offer, be visible everywhere, be strategic in your messaging, be strategic and intentional in building your relationships, keep researching and learning, and the biggest one, serve boldly, and be grateful. Have gratitude towards everything that you get along the journey. So that'll pretty much wrap it up for this edition of the 7 Steps to Wicked Results. Like I always end my blog post, I'm going to end my podcast. I am Brian Kaiser. I am the world's greatest connector and frontman. I live bold with purpose and gratitude by serving others fearlessly. And I want to help as many of you as I can build and have more of the right kind of relationships. Right now, the surf's up. Thankful for each and every one of these waves, and I pray daily they keep coming, and I keep learning to surf better. We'll see you in the next podcast. This is Brian Kaiser, the face of Growth Coaching Systems Network, where I help people live a better life and run a better business.